It's time to harvest some zucchini and make some zoodles. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hanson. I've got my garden growing here. Most of it's doing fantastic. Some of it's not doing so fantastic. So I know what I'm doing wrong this year so as not to do it next year. And I'm primarily talking about the zucchini. Look at the zucchini plant. This thing is huge. Look at these zucchini plants I planted in the regular ground. They're not doing so well. As a matter of fact, all the squash I planted out here, the pumpkins, the yellow crookneck squash, the zucchini, they're stunted. They look horrible. So we're gonna add raised beds back here, but I wanna make some zoodles today. Let's go harvest those zucchini before they get too big. So I see one giant one. Man, there's a lot of them in here. I may be able to get a lot of zoodles out of this baby. Oh, look at the size of that. Look at that. That's huge. I'm gonna set it on this table. Let's go get some more. I'll go ahead and let the others grow out. And then there's a lot more blooms over there. This plant doubled its head. Look how massive these leaves are. Beautiful. Now my yellow squash did just as well over here. Look I got some nice squash there. I'm gonna let those grow out for a little bit. Here's another one because I want to harvest that yellow squash for a recipe I worked out. I've made it twice already, but I want to share it with you. And we'll do that in a future video. Okay, I have here set up outside because it's really hot in the house right now. KitchenAid mixer with an attachment. This is the attachment blade that actually makes the little noodles or zoodles from the squash. So I've got a pot of water on the side burner on the barbecue with a little bit of salt in it, and we're going to blanch these for about 5 minutes, drain them, and then we'll take care of them there. But let's get the first one on. We'll take an end off and see how well this goes. Okay, turn it on. Yummy, delicious zoodles, and healthy. Okay, set this to the longest point out. Okay, my little lady. That's one of my honeybees. Cut that off. Measure. Cut. Set this centered. We're just going to turn it on stir. Let's do the other one. They seem to be a little soft because they're fresh, and I think what I could do is set them in the freezer for about an hour or 2 hours and get them chilled down and firm so that machine could grip into it and not lose its grip, because it just starts spinning in here and loses its traction because this is a really mushy fruit. Fresh from the garden. That's good. So now I'm going to take this, and I've got a pot of water boiling over here on the side burner on the barbecue already, and we're going to blanch this for about 5 minutes, drain it, and then we'll stick it in the freezer. This is going to taste so good with spaghetti sauce and some other toppings. Nice, healthy choice, especially for my family that we've changed our lifestyles and made a lot of healthy choices lately on what to eat, eliminating all those breads out of our diet, breads and grains. Okay, pop a lid on it, and we're going to put it in the freezer. Yep. So this was my first time in making homemade zoodles. I purchased that last year, that attachment last year for my wife's mixer. And I found out, just use a smaller zucchini squashes. The big ones, yeah, you're going to run into trouble. And I'm going to next time try, if they get a little out of hand, I'll try freezing them or cooling them down to make them a little bit more firmer, and then processing them so I won't run into that problem again. But that's how I found out how to make homemade zoodles. Harvest, blanch for about 5 minutes in a little bit of sea salt and water, and then drain Put them in a container or Ziploc baggies, portioning them out, and then pop them in the freezer and preserve them until you're ready to cook them. You're just blanching them right now, but you're going to actually cook them when you steam them and or boil them in a water bath to prepare your spaghetti meal or whatever sauce meal you're going to have with those. I'm looking forward to a meal with those. Oh yeah. Anyway, right now I have 2 steaks on the grill. I've got some more zucchini squash boiling on the side burner, and we're getting ready to cook some dinner. I'm going to go harvest some radishes. We're going to roast those on the grill, and going to also saute some of this Swiss chard in butter and garlic. My son's home. He leaves again down to Southern California on Saturday, so we're going to have a meal together. I'm Jerry Hanson, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing and then clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Also, if you would, give us the thumbs up, like the show, and leave a comment if you will. Be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye now. Hey, look at the size of these daddies. Those are great roasting radishes of the larger variety, and these are another variety I'm going to go ahead and roast. Yum!